Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. What is up, everyone? How are you all doing this morning? Let's turn on the desktop cam. What's up, guys? How are you all doing? Got a lot of people chiming in this morning, saying hello, saying thank you. Well, the hellos and thanks go right back to you because you all make days like today special. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. My voice is a little messed up. I was at the Braves game last night. I did not get home until 1:30, and I did not fall asleep until 2, so I'm working right at about 4.5 hours of sleep. Janosch is coming in saying we're gonna get 5.25 for CPI data. Well, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Yeah, I did some interesting stuff at the game yesterday. Had a blast. We've got a bunch of people chiming in asking, hey, what is the name of that song? That song is called Ice and Fire by King Canyon. So if you're wondering, when I play the juicy music, some kind of butterfly. That's what we were listening to this morning. Ice and Fire by King Canyon. We got a bunch of stuff to cover today. So while we let people log on in, how are you all doing? Are you excited for CPI data? I'm excited, but there's this part of me that's honestly nervous. And the nervous part for me has to do with the holiday leading up before this. The holiday leading up before this is a big deal because there was zero volume here over like the last several days. If we look at XRP, and let's just use XRP right here. Let's switch up this chart, all right? Let's switch it out. Let's switch it to the 1 day. And let's watch what happens when we look at this volume. You can see right down here, volume basically was just next to nothing. Right after we had the big roars. Here, I'll move this up just so you can see a little bit better. There you go. After we had these two big roars in price, okay? You had a definite pullback of volume, and we all do it. Did you notice during Easter and the days leading up into Easter, I didn't make that many videos? Yeah, it's because a lot of people take off, a lot of financial people take off in those, those holidays, right? So if they know they've got a financial holiday up, like Good Friday, where banks aren't working, you will see a whole bunch of traditional finance people take off. Now, those traditional finance people, remember, they're just like you and I. They got needs, right? They want to play the market. They want to play the game. So that pent-up demand waits. And what they were waiting for is they're waiting for CPI data. Now a bunch of you are swinging in saying, hey, we're going to get a 5.25551. All right, let's take a look at that, all right? And I've got some updated information to share with you. And for those of you that are watching right now, anything you see up on my screen right now, if you want to do the exact same thing or follow along, or if you want to look at this stuff after the reports are over and kind of dig deeper into it, if you go into the videos, you know how I always do as always, an article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. If you go on the video details, right, if you go in the description, once you go in the description, you're going to see a little section here that says important info with two little siren things on here. All of the links that I use for the video are going to be listed in that important information. So I'm going to be using 3 main sources today, and I wanted to show you all where I'm getting these sources. And again, thank you everyone for saying hello from all over. We've got Marvin from the Philippines, Matthew from the UK. We got Christos from Greece. Hello, Christos. Hold always wins is 5-1. Wow. All right. I like it. Oh, Mac420 says, yo, what's up? Dude, I could definitely use some 420 action and knock me back out and make me go back to bed. I am tired. Ben is chiming in. And Ben, thank you for the Easter message, sir. I greatly appreciate it, Ben. Everyone give Ben a big thank you for being an OG channel fan. Ben's a good guy, everyone. Ben is a great guy. Mac420 says, cheers, Klaus. Thank you for streaming this. No, guys, thank you for participating and hanging out with us. But like I said, anything you see, right, any resource you see will be linked in the description below. All you got to do is look for this thing that says important info, and you're going to see 3 different links there. Hello from Holland, morning from Canada. Holy shit, everyone. We've got representation from all over Puerto Rico as well. Holy crap, we have an amazing assortment of fans here. So there's going to be 3 different resources of data that I'm going to be using for today. And the data is going to be coming out at 8:30. So we got right now 28 minutes. Okay. So the first one I'm going to be using is the Bureau of Labor Statistics CPI data. This is where we get like the big pools where we can drill down, right? This is the one where I can come in here and I can start looking at food at home, food away, and so forth, and start pecking and picking things down. The other one I'm going to be using is Trading Economics US CPI data. Now, this chart here is the one that I use for the visual and the trends. And hello from Perth, Australia, and the Philippines, and Canada. Holy crap. I'm going to give my prediction here, and hello from Norway. I'm an Apache native living in Norway. That's freaking cool. Way to rock out and share out there, Gil. Thank you for that. Gil says, love the passion. I love the passion because I love the fans. Like, I love this kind of stuff. So Trading Economics is going to show us our trends, okay? And we're going to talk a lot about trends today. We're going to talk a lot about deltas and expectations. This is the same chart that you just saw on this page here. The only difference is I have this blown out to the 5-year time period so people can see how bad, right, inflation went up and what we're fighting, what we're pushing for it to go on the way back down. The other tool that I'm going to use this morning, yeah, food is a joke, dude. Paying for food is freaking nuts, man. Holy crap. Christo says, I hope we don't go below 48 cents in XRP and 10 cents in XLM in case of a dump. Hold the levels while we have volatility. All right, so here's the thing. And Eric, no data yet. Data comes out at 8:30. And you're very welcome, Ben. You're very welcome for that, man. Here's the deal. All right, CME, let me just go through all the links, and then we're going to start going into some data because we got about 27 minutes. Ooh, greetings from the Netherlands. You guys, holy crap, you guys are like from all over the place, guys and gals. Wow. All right, yeah, and Gary chiming in. I am going to have my finger on the trigger today, just so that everyone knows. Full disclosure, I'm actually going to be running several platforms today while I'm doing the stream. So you guys you won't see me DJ gambling. Trading, but if you see me playing with my phones, you know exactly what's happening. But right now, this is the one I'm looking at. This is the target rate for the Fed's meeting, okay? What I'm really, really looking for is this today, okay? And I'm going to tell you exactly how the next 24 hours of my life are going to go, okay? So I'm going to do this live stream, and I'm going to watch kind of the market's reaction, right? We're all going to do it together, okay? We're going to watch, and let me pull up just some charts. We're going to see that there was some pre-sell-off, right? There was some sell-off, right? People were like kind of hedging some bets here. We could see that, right? Downward pressure. For what reason? There was nothing going on overnight, so not a big deal, right? But definitely some pre-sell-off action leading into it. Why don't I like the name Gary? It's a different Gary. Gary Denver is not Gary Gensler. That's a different Gary. Just like I'm not Klaus Schwab. I'm just the other Klaus. I'm the good Klaus. But we can see some early sell-off action leading up into this data. So what I'm going to do is this. When the data comes out, all right, I want to watch the reaction, okay? I want to see what was the market expecting. And by market, I mean the crypto trading public, right? The retail segment of crypto. What, you know what I mean? Oh, no, you're good, Gary. But I want to see what the market is looking at when the data come out. The other thing I want to look at, okay, is a few minutes after the market's going to be digesting this data, okay? This data is going to come out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit refresh on my screen. We're going to get a whole new set of messages, okay? What happens then is people are going to start diving into all these different things right here, and they're going to start seeing, okay, wait a minute, what's moving, what's not, and then they're going to read this, right, because they have all the publications and the data sets and all that. So anyways, the market's going to digest that. So I'm going to watch what the market does digesting this information. Then the big thing that I'm going to do is when I get up tomorrow morning, anywhere between 5:30 and like 6:15, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my CME Fed Watch tool, okay? The reason I want to go to the CME Fed Watch tool is right now, 75% expectation that the Fed is going to raise rates. I want to see what does CPI data do to that expectation. Is there a high correlation of that expectation? If there's a very high correlation of that expectation, we can use that to look at things, right? We can look at things, you know, with apps. So that's what I'm doing this morning. AX said, you are not Klaus Schwab, you are Klaus Schwab. Ooh, I like that. Thank you. All right, here we go. Here's the deal, everyone. All right, so let's get to some predictions and what we want, what we need as a market, all right? All right, so this is what we're looking at. This is for the last year for CPI data. you could see that, yes, we did hit the peak in June. We have since declined. Now, there's several different issues here. And you know what? Let's draw this just a little bit. So let's draw it, because what I want to do is I want to draw, and I'm going to show you guys a few things here real quick. So let's edit this. Let's copy this. Let's go open our whiteboard. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. So let's put this up right here. We're going to do a new board. Put this on here. Let's paste this bad boy right here. Let's open her up a little bit. And I'm going to show you what the market is going to be really fearful about the most, okay? So what we're looking at, give me a second here. All right, I'm going to try to make sure I pick a legit color. Okay, guys, here you go. This is what the market does not want to see. Things like this, where we barely move. This is the bad zone right here. That's not good, okay? When it comes to market expectations, we've been watching this as a channel now together for a long time. Why we watch these things, why we watch CPI data, a lot of it is the data, but a lot of it's what Jerome Powell said. What Jerome Powell said around this time right here was, guys, yeah, you're happy we went from 7.1 to 6.5. But 6.5 still sucks ass. So yeah, the delta was 0.6, right? The change was 0.6 from the time period before. This is what Jerome Powell said a few meetings ago. But what he said was, guys, don't be happy with 6.5 because what are you comparing it to? You're comparing it to crappy 9.1. But the problem is 6.5 is still way over target 2.0. Don't want that. Trust me, you don't want sideways action. You don't want this next number to come out 616059. You do not want that, all right? The thing with that, okay, is I want you to think about this. There's a mental thing that happens with CPI data inflation, all right? And the mental thing that happens with it is the emotional part of money. As much as we all do our best, right? We chart, we plot, we do all this kind of stuff. There's still emotions that run into money. So when you have inflation that stays high for a while, you get used to it, okay? I want you to think of gas. If gas prices stay high for a super long time, okay, you get used to it. It sets the tone for hyperinflation. PD Pure coming in. You guys know what's up. Let's give a big thank you to PD Pure. PD Pure says, thanks, broski, for what you're doing. Keep us updated. You the man. No, you the man, PD Pure. Ben says, food in the UK has jumped up last couple weeks. My partner checked the receipts, and some branded items are up 30%. Hey, Ben, what is getting you guys out there in the UK? We're still dealing with heavy grain prices, right? We're still seeing cereals up there quite a bit. Beverages are still up here as well. And meat. That was the other thing, Ben. I can tell you meat out here is really bad. Eggs are coming down. I can tell you that right now. Eggs are coming down in price, but meat, like our base chicken price, our base pork price, is still way too high. So yeah, guys, let me know what are you seeing by you product-wise that's still just way too high out of the norm. So let's get back. And again, everyone, let's give Peter Pierre a big thank you this morning. But here's the deal. We don't want those prices to stay high for a while. All right, we're talking about grocery. Let's just keep with the grocery thing. And don't worry, everyone, we've got 20 minutes until CPI data gets released. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about over the last year. We're like, oh my God, let's just pretend chicken breast is $4 a pound. I know it's less than that on average, but let's just pretend, right? If we deal with extremely expensive chicken breast prices, we're going to get used to it. Now, what if chicken breast prices are at like $4 a pound, and then all of a sudden they drop to $3.80? We're like, yeah, this is all. Bud Light is getting expensive. That's bad. That's really bad. But just seriously think about it. Like chicken like comes down just a little bit to 3.80 cents a pound, and we're all like, yes, it's not $4 a pound anymore. This is freaking awesome. The problem is $3.80 sucks too. But we've been so used to high prices for a while that any relief, even the slightest bit, gives us relief. That's the fear, and that's what Jerome Powell was saying. What Jerome Powell was saying was, guys, look, if we're working on this inflation thing, right, and we're looking at this, and we're only making small chunks down, mentally, this is setting us up to have high prices, high price expectation. Okay? Crypto, we've all dealt with it. Let's be real here. All right? You guys are going to love this, all right? Crypto. Remember when we've been looking at crypto for a while? Let's go back to these charts, guys. Right? We've been looking at crypto for a while. Let's do this. Let's blow this out to the 1 year. We got used to these low prices of XLM, didn't we? right? Remember when we first dropped, we were all freaking out. We're like, oh my God, we're at 6%, 7%. This is horror. 7 cents. This is horrible. But then we got used to the low prices, right? The horrible, like that emotional, that kind of raw fear, the scariness went away because we got used to it. We got used to low prices. The same way you can get used to high inflation. Getting used to low prices is a bad thing because think about it, right? We're sitting here beginning of 2023 with XLM. We're at like 7.2 cents. We run up to 11 cents and we're like, yo. We are awesome. We are awesome, right? But the problem is 10, 11 cents still sucks. So we have to be very careful with the mental expectations that we have. Continuous mental expectations of either super high or super low things leads to hyperinflation or super hyper expectation of low prices. Michael Farrell chimes in, says, hi, Klaus. You should try Wim Hof breathing exercises. Michael. I'm a huge person. I almost said masturbation, but meditation. Holy shit, you can tell it's early. But I'm a huge person in meditation. So yes, I am very, very familiar with Wim Hof breathing. Michael O2 is helping us out with the UK action, and so is Ben. Michael O2 says, if inflation is 10%, the bottle of Pepsi is $1.25, and it goes up to $2.50, that's over 100% inflation. Yeah, and that's kind of thing, Michael. There are some things within these data points here that are freakishly high. And actually, Michael, thank you for bringing that up. Oh, Ben, yeah, cereal. Yeah, oh my God. My son is really, really big into like Reese's peanut butter cups, Reese's, cream butter puffs, peanut butter puffs, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. So my son loves those. Dude, those things have, Henry, thank you, Gary, for letting us know, have gone up. Ben says the only thing that's cheap at the moment is crypto. Yeah, I would say. £5.95 for a large branded box. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Every breath is meditation. I totally agree. But look at this. You guys are right. Look at food. Food is the highest category, and this is what we're going to do with CPI data. When you go onto these CPI data sets, they're actually like you can pivot these tables. So when we look at food, Ben, you're right. Look at this, dude. The last month, cereal was up 14.6% year over year. 14.6. The other big one there was dairy at 12.3. Non-alcoholic beverages, so not Bud Light, non-alcoholic beverages. All right. 12.3. So yes, food for sure. We've been dealing with some nasty stuff with food. The pay is not going up with inflation. Very true. Very, very true. Renee Doko says, I own a restaurant. Before COVID, we sold a 2-piece chicken and fries for $6.50. Now I sell it for $8.90 and probably have to hike the price again. So sad. Hey, Renee, do me a favor. Thank you for sharing. I really, you guys, if you have personal stories where, it's work or home-related stuff that you guys want to share, please feel free to do so. This is a really, really warm community here. So, Renee, let me know, Renee, where are you at state-wise, country-wise? Let me know, man. Let me know. I'd be very interested to know. You don't have to give me like a specific, but I'm just curious because you're right. You're right. You know what I mean? Like the prices and the way they're going up, absolutely insane. Eric Hickey says, here in the Bay Area, I'm noticing the amount of people and families going out to eat is dropping every week. Menu prices are ridiculous. Oh, dude, you're totally right, Eric. You're totally right. And that's what I was talking about, is if we get used to these high prices for so long, it'll become normal, and without knowing it, we're going to change our patterns. So Eric's got a good point, okay? Eric is like, yo, if price East Canada, thank you, Renee, I appreciate that. Just so I had an idea of what, like pricing-wise structure you're using. I appreciate it. But Eric's got a good point. I mean, if we're sitting here, and if prices stay up for a while, less people are going to go shopping, less people are going to go out eating, and people are only going to spend money, is what I like to refer to as spending holidays, right? Like when kids get ready for school, like the back to school spending season, the holidays, your Christmas season. And what you see is rather than money being spread equally, people don't, they save it, they spend it on the holiday, quote, spending season stuff, and that's it. It almost becomes a treat. Final Ken says, it cost me $150 to go to Friendly's with my girl and son for a full dinner and insert. Are you serious, dude? That's crazy. Final Ken keeps going and says, I grew up poor with my family, took me to Friendly's because it was cheap. Yeah, you know what, dude? You guys even think about that. Do you guys remember a few years ago, not even a few years ago, like 10 years ago, We used to think like Kias and stuff like that were like cheaper cars. Now they're extremely expensive. When I grew up as a kid, like Kia was the affordable car solution. Now that stuff is expensive. You guys are right, man. My bag of chips in Australia, Gary Denver, aka Henry, just letting everyone know. Thanks, Gary. I like that. My bag of chips here in Australia went from $3 to just under $6. Holy shit. Franco says, I need a caffeine shake. Oh, very good. I've got pre-burn here, Franco. I've got L-Carn pre-burn, so I am pretty good to go, my good man. We've got 13 minutes until CPI data comes out. We're looking at the markets. Bitcoin dipped under 30,000. My phone vibrated to let me know. I'm paying attention to that big time. The reason I'm paying attention to that, did you see the story I did yesterday on Michael Saylor? And Michael Saylor is nuts as shit. Just as nuts as shit. And PD Pure jumping in again. Guys, I'm not seeing double here. This is a double donation from PD Pure. So again, another thank you to PD Pure. Says, just like the toll road, it was only supposed to be here for 2 years. Yeah, dude, no. Thank you, PD. You're right. That's a good way of saying that. How many things were we told? PD Pure, I got one for you. Fuel surcharges on our bills. Right? You remember that when gas went up to like $4 or $5 a gallon and we started seeing fuel surcharges like on restaurant bills when we would go to the store and stuff like that? Dude, it's not, I'm telling you, that's exactly, and you're right, and the fuel surcharges stayed there. It's freaking crazy. Ben says, car parts have gone through the roof, especially ECUs, BCMs. Ben, what we have problems out here is getting those parts too. So not only is it the price, Ben, but it is so hard. You guys are familiar with my G-Ride, right? You guys know my G-Ride? That's my G-Ride up on the screen. You see her? See homegirl? I know she's all covered up with stuff. She's covered up with all of my little icons and all this stuff here. But this is my G-Ride. This is my 87 Chrysler 5th Avenue. Homegirl has got 37,000 miles on it. She is a sexy, sexy beast, okay? I love this car. Totally love this car. Well, anyways, I was waiting for months for a bearing set for this here, for my front axle. Oh my God, what a mess, man. What a mess. Oh, man. All right, Enrique 11 says, all right, let's hope for some bad news. Wouldn't mind some cheaper crypto prices. Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. And it's true, parts are crazy. Oh, hello from Buckeye Nation. Hold on, T-Logic, I got you. You guys, if you're not like an Ohio fan, you won't know this. Hold on, I got you, T-Logic. It is the Ohio State University. You got to say the Ohio State University. Thank you, T-Logic. I appreciate that for letting me know that you are here. Yeah, someone said Sailor is selling on a ayahuasca trip. Dude, it's nuts, man. It is. It's seriously nuts. So anyways, what I wanted to bring up with Sailor and Bitcoin was the article and story I did yesterday talked about Sailor being, his break-even point for Bitcoin was like 29,800, something like that, right? He's in the green. You know how much he had to buy to get in the green? Because this dude was buying way up there. Oh, man. Messed stuff, dude. Messed up stuff. But right now, we are looking to see what the market is doing. Now, leading up into this, all right, in order to see what the market's doing leading up into this, you can see there was definitely some negativity priced in early. Yeah, Gary, thank you. Gary said, everyone, give the video a like. It's the next best thing we can do to a donation. Totally true. Likes are free. Subs are free. I appreciate it. Thank yous are free, too. So thank you to PD Pure for the double support. But I've seen this. I saw this. My phone was going off, and I saw these happening. And we talked about it, right? We talked about it on the videos. You see this often. All right, you see it where the market is going to see a little sell-off pre-getting into it. We get it, just in case CPI data looks nasty. That's all this was right here. And by the way, we got nine more minutes until the data comes out. Ben says, yeah, we have ABS modules, ECUs on back order for 3 months. Dude, it's crazy. Ben, the bearing set. So I needed an outer axle bearing set with the race bearing, the carrier bearing, and I needed another piece, and it was a whole set. Like there's a set of bearings, and I'm just rebuilding the whole axle, okay, up on the front. Well, anyways, the kit, I had most of the stuff, but there was one piece that was just not there. And I wasn't going to just do like part of the job and just let it sit. So like seriously, Ben, I've been waiting for months for that part, man. Months and months and months for that part. Gary Regala says, hello from Shanghai, China, watching with my wife, Ann. Well, hello, Gary and Ann. Thank you so much for joining us. Simone says, I expect good CPI and price to liquidate all the shorts. Oh. You think we're going to get some juicy? Okay. All right. You want my predictions? I wouldn't be surprised if we come anywhere in the 5.8-ish range. 5.8, 5.7, 5.6. All right. I think we're going to be lower than 6, or oh my God, do I hope we're going to be lower than 6. The only thing that scares me though, everyone, the only thing that scares me with this data set is what we get going to be enough to put pressure on Jerome Powell and the Fed to take a break. That's what this is. When we look at the market roaring, okay, and when I look at the market roaring, okay, I know I should say like roaring more like in quotes, okay, but if we want this XRP, XLM action to keep popping, we need Jerome Powell and the Fed to take a break. Not only do we need him to take a break, like, it's not just him taking a break. We need the effects of these rate hikes to really start grasping and working. But what are you guys saying? You guys are saying exactly what I'm super afraid of right now, that you're seeing prices still go up for food by you. I'm still dealing with crazy high gas prices, crazy high utility rates. That's the big issue. Three Blind Mice says, my manufacturing business has been paying $5K a month for the last 12 years in electric. Since 2021, our cost is now $12,000 a month. Even utilities have seen inflation. And isn't that weird, Three Blind Mice? Like everything. What about your insurance rates? All right, I know. I do. Trust me, I know. I've seen the insurance rates. Small business insurance rates, everyone, are disgusting. People are getting destroyed by small business insurance rates. They can't afford it. They cannot afford it. Massimo says, hey, inflation and financial crisis have been so critical and serious nowadays that the majority of the men have started loving their own wives. Oh. But do the wives want us? That's the question, everyone. Do the wives and girlfriends want us? The big thing that I'm seeing out here, and PD Pure, holy crap. You guys, PD Pure, this is not like, I'm not like going crazy or anything. This is PD Pure dumping a triple on us. Everyone. Let's give PD like a huge thank you, because that is, yeah, tripled. No kidding. Jesus, PD. Thank you very much. Holy, everyone, give PD a big shout out, man. I think we're gonna have to mute PD. We banned Ben, by the way, from Swift a while ago. We took Ben's ban off. We might have to put PD in the Swift ban and in the BRICS ban. See, back in the day when we used to ban Ben from donating to the channel, we had to ban Ben from Swift. But now that BRICS is getting stronger, I might have to start putting bans and BRICS from you guys. I'm going to have to start talking to Gary Gensler and putting some bans on Rails so you guys can donate more. Thank you, PD Pure. I greatly appreciate it, man. That's super really cool. Michael O2 says, Klaus, you might get the parts for the car from Cuba. Yeah, I might have to make the parts, for Christ's sake. It's nuts, and I think that's something that all of us here really are starting to wonder. We're like, well, wait a minute. If people aren't going out as much, right? If people aren't spending as much, why are we still seeing prices just roll up, man? Like, why? I don't understand. I mean, like, I do understand it's greed by corporations. I get that. But normally what happens is, yeah, PD is a security, ban him. That we already learned. PD is a security. PD Pure Team to security. And that's the thing is, these prices, though, they're still going up, right? There's definitely less people driving. There are definitely less people driving, but boom, like prices go up. Prices still up. Price gas by me is now going back on a tear again. Ever since OPEC announced that that cut that they had recently here in like the last week and a half or so, my gas price has been going up. Ben says, Michael, it'd probably be quicker. Yeah, it probably would be quicker if I got my parts from Cuba. We've got 4 minutes until CPI data comes in. I'm nervous about that, Patrick. Patrick's got a point. The U.S. government keeps spending. It is not retail driving inflation. Very true. The problem, though, Patrick, is that companies a lot of them right now are passing the cost on to the consumer. Some of that is responsible. Okay, we got to be real here. Not every business is meant to what do you call it? To like just absorb cost. Okay, that's just the deal. All right. The thing though is that some of these countries are definitely doing it via greed. Definitely doing it via greed. And I got one for you guys. I don't know how well this is gonna turn out, but for those of you that have been wondering, I have been like busting my butt dieting. Dude, check it out. Lean cuts, man. Talk about dad bod action right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I am cutting up quite nicely, getting ready for running season, running and hiking season. That one guy, you know, says, hey, definitely the most inflation-resistant product is Jack in the Box Taco. Ooh, and that's a shitty product to begin with, that one guy, you know. Thank you, channel members, for chiming in, helping us out. And morning to you, too. Thank you, that one guy, you know. Yeah, you know, fast food. I went to Wendy's. I went to Wendy's, and as soon as data comes out, guys, don't worry, I'm going to keep releasing it, or I'm going to keep refreshing it. But I went to Wendy's, okay? And when I went to Wendy's, you know how they have, like, they had the $4 bag, and then they had the $5 biggie bag? They now have a $6 biggie bag. $6. Gil says, show off, good for you. I told you, I'm big into, like, Wim Hof, like, I huge athlete, man. I love this kind of stuff. So that's what I do outside of crypto. Matthew says, do you think the plan is to screw debt over launch CBC and go all back to zero to erase debt? The problem is, like, you don't though erase debt. I know this sounds really weird, Matthew, but when people throw up the concept of erasing debt, you're never, yeah, nice Photoshop. Hey, no Photoshop, man. I could do it right now. I could stand right here and drop my shirt and I'd be fucking shredded to the gills. But the problem is that I think that, sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments are coming in and I just want to make sure I keep refreshing here. What I'm talking about, okay, is in terms of my wife watched this channel. Yeah, my bad, man, my bad. Yeah, if there's any wives watching, I will abstain from putting pictures of myself half naked up on the screen. But what I'm concerned with though is the price for shit that's crap. The $6 biggie bag. You know, when you get stuff, it's always smaller, but you're paying more, right? It used to be like a 16 ounce for $1. Now it's a 12 ounce for $1.50. You know, stuff like that, man. Gil Silverbird. Hey, Gil, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter, Gil. Hit me up on Twitter and send me a DM. Slide into my DMs. Get your kit off. I like that. That was funny. Get your kit off. Yeah, definitely do it, dude. Gil, send me. Hit me up on Twitter, man. If you've got music that you want me to rep on here, definitely do it. And no, it was not photoshopped, everyone. I'm like legitimately getting down into like hardcore training season. Waiting for CPI data. We've got about 45 seconds, 30 seconds. Here we go. I am looking for the juiciness. Give me a second here. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on, I'm gonna keep hitting refresh. I know there's probably how many hundreds of millions of people. No, probably not. There's probably not 100 million. Maybe there's a million people hitting refresh right now. But I'm waiting for CPI data. I keep hitting refresh. We hit that 8:30 mark. I'm waiting for it. Hold on, let me get a quick drink here, everyone. All right. I'm just waiting. Hold on. And as soon as CPI data releases, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going over all the pivot tables as well. Ben chiming in with a 20. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. Everyone, let's give Ben a big thank you as well. All right, here we go. CPI, here we go. Seasonally adjusted rose 5% over the last 12 months. We've got the data in right now. 5% is the hit. We're going to take a look at market reactions right here, and then we're going to start rolling over some data. But 5% is in. 5% is the official word with CPI data. That is damn good news. I am happy. Yes, everyone, give Ben a big shout out. And PD Pure as well. We're going to start putting some bans on Bricks and Swift in this channel, giving other people a chance. But right now, the data came in at 5%. Let's refresh some of these. This is huge. This is way better than anyone expected. You want to know why? Here we go. I held this away from you guys. I didn't want to show anyone because I didn't want anyone to get depressed. They said it was going to be 5.6. We came out at 5. Nico, what's up, man? We just had CPI data came in. It came in at 5. This is going to put massive pressure on Jerome Powell and the Fed to pause rates. This is what we needed. We needed this more than anything. This is a delta of 1.0. This is a previous month delta of 1.0. Look at this. Look at how fast it is sliding down now. Roman Empire chiming in as well. Says, thanks and likes always for the stream, Klaus. Thank you. Roman Empire, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Everyone's give Roman Empire a big thank you as well. Someone just said, let's get high. Oh, no, let's go high. Sorry, I misread that, Wong. Final Kens, where you at on that one? Dude, this is legit. I am super happy about this. Like, holy shit, I am way, way happy about this. Look at that. The move made Bitcoin pop. Before the announcement, I've got it on my phone here, so I've got quite a few things going on in here. Oh my gosh. Bitcoin broke that 30,000 just on the news alone for that. This is going to put nasty pressure on Jerome Powell and the Fed. Now, let's drill into the data. I like it here. So, Nico says, you know the drill, folks. Sweet pump. Yeah, we know the drill. Final Kens is right here smoking, bruv. Love it. I got to be good still, Final Kens. I got to be good because I'm working on my gains because I've got to get ready for Colorado season here. But let's drill it down. All right. So, you can see right here, energy down 6.4% overall. Food, though, still way too high. We were all talking about it on the stream. Let's click at food. Food at home is at 8.4%. Oh, shit. All right, so here's the problem. Here's the problem, everyone. You still have food at home up 13%. Dairy is still at 10.7. Alcoholic beverages at 11.3. And other is at 11.1. So food at home is still way too high. Food service is still there. Not too big of a deal on that. What I do want to check out is, you guys know, we're going to check out we're going to check out car prices, and we're going to check out energy. Look at energy commodities. Wow. No, you're not quitting after 4/20/2023. You're so full of shit, Kens. You are not quitting after 4/20. Look at this. So food, oil, and gasoline is down. Okay, here's the problem. Right now, gas prices are higher than what they were in March. All right, they are higher than what they are in March. So we did see a pull off of gas prices with a decline of 17.4%. The DYX, yeah, I've seen the alerts on my phone. Yeah, DYX is going to get pounded. Silver continuing to climb. Let's get them up there. Let's put, because I know we've got some stackers of metals in here, okay? So let's put gold prices in. Yep, we're going to copy and paste. Oh, gold prices starting to go up. Not too much, though. Let's go on here. Let's get silver prices in because I know I got a bunch of silver fans in the house. So we're going to put silver futures up there. We got silver futures up here. So we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. CPI came in at 5. Final Ken says, I got it, dude. I got to get back in shape. Kens, you can get into shape and still get baked. It's all about calories in versus calories out. Gary Gensler says gold pumped, AUD, USD pumped. Yes. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, we're going to have to pay attention to this. I'm waiting for more information. But let's get back into this. I'm sorry. Let's get back into this. All items less food or energy. Here is something that we're going to have to consider. Transportation services are still high. Shelter is still high too, everyone. I still think that's way too high. Commodities, less food. Here we go. New vehicles still have not broken yet. That is one. Roman Empire says, I got to get back to work, but thanks for the live update. You are very, very welcome. Final Ken says, oh, I know, but I got to get the laziness out. Final Ken's, dude, hit me up on Twitter. DM me on Twitter, man. I got to talk to you about a few things. I don't want to share it here publicly, but hit me up on Twitter. I'll talk to you about a few things in regards to usage and getting in shape. But anyways, used trucks and cars. That is the only thing that has broken. That is the only thing. You're still seeing tobacco up 6.9%. Alcoholic beverages, yes, Bud Light is getting expensive at 4.5%. New vehicles still up at 6.1%. Yeah, Kens, dude, hit me up, man. Hit me up, dude. I'll hit me up on Twitter, dude. If you're unable to access my DMs, tag me in a post. I'll see it and I'll open it up if you have trouble with that. Hit me up, man. Renee says, gotta go later. Thank you. Always great to watch. Well, I appreciate it. Totally appreciate it. Big Boss will increase with 25 points because of food. Oh, man. I hope. This, seriously, what we saw here put heavy pressure on Jerome Powell to step back. Heavy pressure. I'm gonna read the notice real quick here. If you guys don't mind, just give me a second. I'm gonna read this. The CPI for all urban consumers rose 0.1% in March on a seasonally adjusted basis, after increasing for a 4% blah. All right, sorry, I've got more data sets up here. And all this stuff, everyone, is linked in the description below. CPI came out, Maurizio, it came out at 5%. That is the deal. Twitter problem, can't DM. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I got your back. All right, Gil. Where you at, man? Guys, if you have trouble with my DM, hit me up on Twitter. I'll check my notifications and it'll pop in. All right, so if you have problems, let me know. Map says Shanghai update later today will unlock ETH stakers. Yeah, you know what? I'm wondering about that because the staked ETH had some problem there. Definitely had some problem. Eric is thinking what I am. Fake CPI data, electricity, gas bill is crazy high. It is, Eric. It is way too high. Yeah, that's right. Hey, with Shanghai upgrade, that's right. Staked ETH is going to be a thing. Oh, very interesting. 5% here. Heavy pressure. We came in at 5. This is the biggest drop that we have had since we've run into this problem, everyone. This 5% right here, this 1% delta, the biggest drop we have had. That's huge. Now remember, the UK CPI data is going to be coming out tomorrow. We're going to definitely be paying attention to that. Eric says, all that's going to happen is we're going to get stuck with these crazy prices and our pay is going to stay the same. That's what I'm afraid of, right? If inflation stays too high for too long, you get used to it. When you get used to it, then you come to expect crazy high prices. It sucks. It sucks. But this is good. This is good. So now what are we going to do with this data, everyone? This is how we're going to use this data. We're going to then watch the CME Fed Rate tool, okay? The CME Fed Rate tool has up on here, oh, there you go. It just changed. Just changed, everyone. We just got hot data in from the Fed CME tool. Right now, we have an 80% expectation. Holy shit. Hold on, I'm just reading this now. We had an increased expectation of Jerome Powell dropping a quarter in. Jesus Christ. Final Ken says, I made a post tagged you, can't DM. I got you, buddy. I got you, Final Kens. Where's Final Kens? Here we go. Here you go, Final Kens. I got you, man. Boom. There you go. See, I'm doing it right here. Doing it live, hanging out with the fans. But CPI data came in juicy at 5.0. I'm just looking over some of this stuff here, seeing if anything is popping out at me. Gary Denver is happy. Trust me, I'm happy too. This is a big jump. Now, look at Stellar. Look at Stellar. I did a video yesterday, and in the video, I said that March 12th is going to be a data dump. XLM and XRP holders are going to want to pay attention. Do you know how many people are like, dude, nothing happens on that day? Dude, it's CPI data. Look at the candlesticks. Look at what good CPI data did to the price of XLM. Look at that. Look at that candlestick compared to the rest. You cannot sit here and tell me with a straight face that CPI data does not move the market and rule the roost right now. Even look at XRP's green candlesticks. Boom shakalaka. There you go. It is a nice pop, Final Kens. And you saw Final Kens. I got back to you live on stream. I hit you up with the DM, man. But this is what it's all about, guys. CPI data and understanding what the market is looking for expectation-wise, and can we translate it to a Fed pause? Ken's saying, hey, man, I bought this week. I bought. What else do we got anything else that's popping? I'm going to switch here to gold super fast. Gold is making a roar, and you guys know that Big Daddy is a gold fan. Oh my God. Nico says, just need Bitcoin to finish its move so we can get the alt season rolling. Bitcoin will pave the way for alt season. We know that. We know that Bitcoin will pave the way for alt season. But what I think we're going to need some big news from the alt specifically. Simone says, yes, XRP is still going badly down against Bitcoin. Trust me, I do understand that. I do understand that. Bitcoin, man, has just been roasting it. I mean, just roasting it in terms of popularity. Sorry, I'm doing some degen action. You guys be nice to me, okay? All right. Creative House says, is this just a fake pump on the market in June, July, all drop? Peter Schiff's wet dream. Yeah, dude, this is Peter Schiff's wet dream for sure. I'm a big gold person, just so you guys know. I'm a massive, massive gold person. I'm going to be paying attention to some pre-market action. Why? Because I love it. But right now, let's take a broader look across the market. Bitcoin sitting at 30,368. ETH, 1893. I would have thought ETH would have made a bigger move on this, but now we're not seeing it. XRP sitting at 50.7, down 2.7. We've got XLM right now making a climb, 10.3. All-time high for gold. We need gold. We need gold to run because we need the paper money to stop messing with gold. Paper futures have been holding gold and silver back. We need that to go away. But for those of you that are just joining in, CPI data came in juicy, but I just made the mistake. You guys, I just made the mistake. Didn't I just say CPI data came in juicy? Right? I just said it, didn't I? How high is CPI data? 5.0. 5.0 sucks. It's more than double what it needs to be. I just fell into the trap of high expectation of inflation data. I'm excited, cheering at 5%, even though we should be at that target range way, way lower. So even myself, right? Even myself emotionally, I'm starting to get used to high prices as I cheer 5%. Oh, gosh. Is the U.S. government Bitcoin's biggest holder? Is it the U.S. government, or do you think it's the Chinese government that's Bitcoin's biggest holder? Very curious about that. But right now, we're looking at the market move on up. Our favorites of XRP and XLM were popping. We did not, though, see XRP pop it through to 51. Kind of an issue, though. Was kind of hoping to see a little bit more. Now, granted, let's be real here. These candlesticks are what we like to see. Are we going to keep it? Or, like I said, look at the Fed tool. Here's the problem. I refreshed the Fed tool, and we had a higher expectation. What's up, Eric? How are you? A higher expectation of raising rates. Whoa, God, that's messed up. I'm serious, here we go. It's changing. We're getting more and more data now as it's coming in. More people are casting their votes on this. We are now seeing a retracement of expectations from the Fed. This is awesome. This is really, really good. Right now, the expectation to raise rates is now at 67%. No, we're not going to freak out, Sam. We're good. We're good, man. We just need more juiciness like this. We just need more action like this where this comes down fast. Let's go back to our drawing tool here real quick because I want to draw and just kind of show you guys what we're looking at expectation-wise. When we look at this, inflation goes up, we want it to go down just as fast. We don't want any sideways little pauses just like this. That is not something you want. What's nice, though, is look at how fast this went down right here. That 1% is awesome. Awesome, awesome. DJ Voodoo Spell says, why isn't SHIB moving? Guys, I'm going to be real here. I'm going to be totally real here. When it comes to your SHIBs, Doges, and all that, we got to get the Elons and all those players out of here. They do more harm than good. Way more harm than good. People are asking, should XRP, XLM be moving up or down on this news? We should be moving up. We should be moving up more and more. Why? Because right now we're seeing more pressure put on the Fed to pause their rate hikes. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if when we're all hanging out again in 21 days, 3 weeks, 3 weeks from now at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have the Fed come out with their rate hike announcement. If the Fed comes out and pauses, that is going to give us another 30 days of relief, which is great. We need this right now going into the summer. Trust me, we need this. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at some of the data that's coming across now. Yeah, economy is bad. XRP equals good. What we need to see, though, is we need to see... Yeah, we do. We need to see some utility. We definitely do. Gary's got a good point. What you need to see from the crypto space is you need to see these players make products that people want. That is what you need. Gold is making an absolute tear right now. Gold is just absolutely ripping right now. I've got gold as well as silver up on the screen. And let's refresh silver so you can see the juicy candlesticks. Look at that. Look at that. Safe haven assets. Now, you know what we should check too? Because remember, when people go to safe haven assets, I started seeing oil show up in some of those safe haven buys. So let's do this. Let's pull up oil futures. And we're going to pull up crude oil futures. Yeah, see, look at that. Oil even popped too. This is part of the problem, everyone. Okay, so if we have concerns in this world, okay, when it comes to money and where we put our money and where the safe place is to put our money, when we get data and we get information like this, people are looking to move massive amounts of money on this data. Remember I said, hey, leading up into this, guys, we're going to be super quiet volume. You're going to see bigger pops than normal because of this, because people were taking off during Easter. Look at gold, silver, and oil. I've got oil price up on the screen. As soon as that data set was released, you could see the green candlesticks form with oil. Holy crap. Oh, you want natural gas? I got you, dude. I got you. I'll put natural gas futures in. Give me a quick second here. Hold on. I don't remember what the code was. NGF May. Sorry, my bad. I got it. NGF May. All right, I got natural gas for you right here. Let me put natural gas up, see if we see anything with natural gas. Natural gas is oscillating right now. Gary Henry just said, just made 250 off that gold swing leverage. You guys know I love my gold. I love stacking, and I also love my derivatives paper. So I've got right now natural gas prices up on the screen. Natural gas prices have not popped. You will not see natural gas run to as a safe haven place to store your money. It just doesn't hold the same as like your oils, your golds, and stuff like that. But right now you're seeing a massive move in oil, which is not good, because what does that mean, everyone? Higher prices at the pump. We're seeing some of the derivatives action here, getting some pre-market boom. I like to see it. Silver's making a big move. We've got gold making a big move for all the gold fans out there. This is good. And this all has to do with juicy CPI data. Let me zoom out 1 year on gold. See, you guys want to know if gold can run big? If you guys want to know if gold can run big and steal the show, we have to eclipse summer of 2020 and 2022. That's how you know. If we can break the highs from a year ago, gold is going to go on a massive tear. A massive, massive tear. But right now, we've got XRP and XLM still trying to find their footing with the news. Yes, we've seen a pop back on up, but there was a lot of pre-market sell-off. Look at this. Pre-data sell-off here. So we're kind of getting our way back. Now we're getting to XLM. What happened? People took profit. That's what this is. You're seeing it right now. This happened on the last one too. What happens? Good data, people buy. That means a lot of the people out there are going to sell. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Sorry about that, everyone. Nico says natural gas is seasonal commodity. As the weather gets warmer, demand falls. So if you wanted to make money on natural gas, Nico, when do you buy natural gas? In the summer for future contracts. Yes, DXY. Let me see if I can... DXY. Sorry, I'm just going to the DXY. You guys keep bugging me about it, so I'm going to the DXY. I got your back. There's the DXY for you, everyone. Look at that. People watch this macroeconomic stuff. You cannot tell me that traders all across the world watch U.S. data. Bull market says gold spike translates into war in the world. Yeah, when gold goes up, when oil goes up, you definitely see a power struggle. Definitely see a power struggle. Oof, man. You're starting to see crude oil get some footing here. All right, so here, real quick, I'm going to bounce back and forth between a few charts. I want to show you something, okay? Here's XRP. I've got XRP up on the screen. You can see, right? Pop up on good news. People take profits. Totally healthy, totally normal, not worried about it. But I'm waiting to see where the footing comes. Where does it settle? We haven't seen a footing yet. I know I should punch the mic next time. It's pretty bad. Messy, CPI came in at 5.0. 5.0. So we're good. Next CPI data comes out in a month, May 10th, everyone. So set your calendars for May 10th, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We will be live streaming that data next. But I'm talking about footing and pricing, okay? Footing and pricing is this. We're looking for footing right now, a settling point for XRP, all right? We're looking for that. We saw it for oil. Hold on, I've got like a million charts up here. Oil is starting to develop their footing price. You see it right here, how it's starting to test those and kind of reassert its new norm? You're seeing it for oil right now, which is good. Let's take a look to see if gold is doing that same thing. Gold is obviously tearing. I mean, like, there's nothing new about that. We know gold is tearing. Here we go. Waiting for gold to do the same thing. Let me switch this out to the 5-minute. Yeah, see how gold has a settling point here? What we're looking for is our favorites of XRP and XLM. This is just people taking profits. That's all this is right now. The data that came out today is good. The data that came out today is really, really good. All right, here's the trend. All right, the trend is this. We had a delta of 1.0. That is, whoa, is that juicy good. That is juicy good. CPI data came in at 5.0. Started off at 6 the previous month, so a delta of 1.0. Wow, is that awesome. I'm excited. I am actually very, very excited with this information. And remember, tomorrow, what are we going to do? The first thing I get up in the morning tomorrow. Oh, Gary, you're good, man. Don't worry about it, Gary. The first thing I'm going to do tomorrow when I wake up is I'm going to check this Fed target rate probability tool. The market is using this tool quite heavily, all right? And that's what I'm going to be paying attention to. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to do the stream here. We're going to be going until 9:05, all right, everyone? So if you got questions and comments, we are going. Yes, Sniff, we came in at 5.0, my good man. Here you go, Sniff. I got it up on the screen. Yep, came in at 5.0 for inflation. But what we're going to do, we're going to go till 9:05 today. If you got questions, you got comments, I got a couple videos I got to knock out this morning. I want to do one on CPI data so everyone can kind of see what happened. You know, for those that didn't join us and watch the live stream, you know, the naughty kids list. But right now, CPI data came in at 5.0. The big fear, though, is what we feel as consumers. And that's food prices are still way too high. Food at home is still too high. Cereal is way too high. Dairy is way too high. Non-alcoholic beverages way too high. Not good, everyone. Not good. Yeah, Sniff, this is juicy stuff, man. Juicy stuff. But look at this. Gold has found new footing. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm waiting to see what kind of stabilization of footing we're going to see with gold. How much profit taking are we going to see? Are we going to see the same thing with silver with profit taking? Kind of curious on it. Very curious on it. But we're going to be paying attention to this, watching this all day long. Oil. What does oil footing look at? Oil. Yep, oil's kind of developing that floor a little bit here too on this move. Natural gas, like I said, not going to see too much on natural gas. Natural gas, we would have been paying more attention to this in October, November, December. That's kind of more when we're going to pay attention to natural gas prices. Wow. I'm looking at Stellar. Stellar had a double low on the candlestick right here on the 5-minute. They had a double low at 10.37. 10.37 is the near-term double low on XLM. Let me see if we have anything similar on XRP. XRP does not, well, kind of. I mean, it's not much volume here, not much movement on time, but we're seeing XRP settle right around that 50.6. Broader look across the market sees Bitcoin, the one making the move here. Bitcoin 30,271. Where's all the other ones? We're waiting for more green, aren't we? Yes, we are, but Bitcoin's stealing the show right now. I'm going to switch this up from market cap. I'm going to switch this to volume. Look at that. Bitcoin dominating volume, man. Gary says, I'm going to hit the hay, fam. It's 11 p.m. in Australia. Klaus, all the power to you, mate. Just look at all these people here that wouldn't have been brought together if it wasn't for you. Thank you, Gary. That was very heartfelt and very nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I love this stuff. I love seeing that we're working together as a community. We're sharing information. For those of you that are part of my, that wasn't what I wanted to do. For those of you that are part of my Twitter family, like, we share this kind of stuff all the time. All the time. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ajax Norton says, nice, Klaus, getting ripped. Don't be using juice. I'm natty now. I used to be all sauced out back in the day when I competed, but I am natural right now. Sniff says Coinbase hasn't been issuing rewards for the XLM. Not sure how that affects the price. I had someone 2 days ago, Sniff, send me a message that they were having problems with XLM on Coinbase with deposits and withdrawals, and they had a lot of problems with it. So I've been kind of paying attention to that. Ajax, no juice, man. Like I said, I am natty right now. I no more saucing for me, guys. Those days, I believe, are over unless my wife gives me the thumbs up, and then Big Daddy will go into the Masters division and destroy everyone. But right now, the thing that bugs us is this. Food at home up 13%. Dairy products up 10%. These are double-digit increases year over year. That's where you feel it in your pockets. That's where, like, when you go shopping and you see the bill, it's like, oh my God. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, definitely get your stuff off the exchanges. Coinbase was having problems with XLM. They were having technical issues with XLM a couple days ago. My friend sent me the message on it. So I'm starting to, if you guys don't mind, I'll share something, not personal, but I'll give you guys my own opinion. I'm starting to have a lot of problems with Coinbase. I'm starting to see Coinbase do less and less things for the crypto community, less and less positive for the crypto community. I look at Coinbase almost right now as being someone out there that says they're fighting for us, but when it comes down to it, they're really not. And I know it's hard to say, but I don't see Coinbase, all right? I don't see Coinbase at all doing anything significant. It's weird. Like, it's almost like I see Coinbase being like a fake. They're faking the funk, man. Like, they're really not here for us. They're just here to screw us on trading and money. Sniff says, I used to take Rip Vitapack from GNC. It was like 8 pills a day. I took one at the time. I've got L-Carn Preburn. L-Carn Preburn, man. That's what I've been using here. L-Carn Preburn with Yohimbe. Dude, like, I am dripping. If I were to lift up my hoodie, you would see, like, my abs, like, I am dripping right now underneath here. It is nuts, dude. Ray Williams says, love your natural reaction to things you do. The no-filter brainwaves are freaking awesome. You are entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ajax says, let's go watch Grandpa Powell. I'm not going to watch Grandpa Powell today. Nuh-uh. What I want to do is I want to watch the markets. I want to see how much oomph are we going to get from this, and are we going to see more changes in expectation from the Fed? Realistically, this isn't a lot. Okay, what I got up on the screen is the Fed expectations for rate hikes. Hold on, let me get a quick drink real quick, all right? And if you got questions or comments, now's the time, man. Nico, you hit us right. Coinbase is good for on and off ramping. That's exactly right. As soon as you buy it, you put that shit in the cold and you get off of Coinbase, man. Oh. But here we go. What we're looking at is Fed expectations. The current target rate is 475 to 500. Right now, you still have 2/3 of the market that is saying, hey, we're still going to get a rate hike. Now, what's going to happen, though, is you're going to have more people come in and vote, okay, on this, all right? You're going to get more data as the day goes on. You're going to get more data as people start drilling into this kind of stuff here, okay? Because this takes time. Like, after I'm done with the live stream with you guys, I'm actually going to go in and I'm actually going to read all of this stuff in here because this is kind of where I'm going to get the data from when I make the video later on this. But right now, what we're thinking is, hey, we need more. We need more. Yeah, it's wait 30 minutes until Wall Street starts trading. Nico knows exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly. Yeah, people, guys, they're taking profits now. They took profits on this move here. I would not worry about this the slightest bit at all. You cannot change the fact that CPI data came in and blew the doors off of expectations. Okay, yeah, okay, so Ajax says, Klaus, please explain that again, how the 5% will be good for us. Okay, no worries, I got you guys. All right, here's the deal. This is why 5% is good, and this is why 5% is putting more pressure on the Fed. 5% itself is very high. Like if I were to say to you, hey guys, we're watching inflation and blah, 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 and inflation 5%, you guys would be like, yo, Klaus, that's really, really bad. And I'm like, no, I know it is. It is. 5% is really bad. But the month before was 6, okay? And what matters isn't so much the 5%, it's the fact that we went from 6% all the way down to 5, right? That change is a 1.0 change, all right? That's a huge change, right? The delta. All right, so when you hear people talking about delta, delta's change, all right? Sigma sum delta change. Just always think of it that way. The month before, when we went from 6.4 to 6, we only had a 0.4 delta. This delta right here, this 1.0 delta, is the biggest we have seen ever, drop-wise, since we hit this peak inflation here. Look at this. Even when we hit the peak of 9.1, what was the next biggest delta? 0.6. Here was a 0.6 delta, right? Subtract the 2. What was the other one? Here's another 0.6 delta. All right? Those 0.6s aren't bad, but we had a 1.0. What's up, Twitch Radio? We had CPI data come in juicy at 5.0 today, which is great news. So the delta is what matters, okay? Now, let's pretend that next month CPI data comes out and it comes out at 5.0. The market will freak out and go red. Just go like, just go horribly bad, okay? Because it's about the delta. It's about the change. What is the market expecting? And are we beating expectations? Are we meeting them? Or are we falling behind expectations? So when you look at data, don't always get lost with the raw number. CPI is at 5%. Don't freak out on that. What is the delta? What is the change, okay? What is the expectation and the change? Did we beat the expectation? That's what market wants. Nico says, how much does Powell want inflation to drop? Target rate is 2.0. We got a way to go. We have a way to go, but this was a damn good start. Texas Sweet Tea says, right, what's up, Texas Sweet Tea? Good to see you here. But this is big. This is why this is big. It's because this is the biggest drop we've had. This is it. Now, what'll help us out, though, is if we get the same thing from the UK. So let's do this. UK CPI data. See, it's already up on my search frequencies. Pretty sad, isn't it? This is all I do all day long. I go through numbers and data and stats and stuff like that. All right. This is the latest release. Look at previous releases. So I've got CPI data for the UK here up on the screen. And this is something that I'm going to be paying attention to because CPI high 12, I'm looking at this right here, the second column, third one technically. Yes, we did beat expectations. We came in at a 5.0. That is huge. So here's CPI for the UK. Do you notice a really, really significant difference? Look at the US. We peaked and we are now coming down very sharply. Very sharply. Okay? Now, if you look at the UK's, went up, it dropped, but look, it popped up again. See that? And so the UK is in a little bit different situation than we are here. In a little bit worse situation when it comes to CPI data. So what we're going to wait to see is CPI data is going to come out tomorrow for the UK. We're going to be looking at that to see what happens in the UK. Nico says he might as well just go for the 50 BPS and get it over and done with. Right now, Nico, though, we have zero expectation of 50. 50 would put us at, I'm sorry, I'm pointing at the screen like y'all can see like from like right behind me. 50 we have zero expectation on, all right? So 50 would put us at the 525 to 550. 0% expectation right now for that. Yes, Kyle, we did beat expectations. We beat it quite healthy. We came in at 5.0 for CPI data, which is juicy goodness. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be ending the live stream here. I'm going to give you guys just a couple minutes just to get some questions in. If you guys got questions, hit them in now. I do need to get a few things done this morning. Homie288 says, hey, Klaus from Rochester, New York. Can CPI continue to fall with no more rate hike? Yes. Yes, and yes, the Braves did win. Yes, they won. We did the chop at the Braves Stadium. Thank you. Yes. Homie, you got a great question, man. Can CPI fall without rate hikes? Yes. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Rate hikes have a lagging effect, okay? If there's a rate hike that's done, it takes time for that to hit the market. All right? There is a definite lagging effect. All right, with that. All right? Definitely lagging effect with that. So you can have inflation and CPI stuff come down based on global events. You can have them do it based on tightening credit and lending restrictions. You can have the same effect there. You can also have the same effect if we open up supply chains, right? Because think CPI is a supply and demand balance. So if we open up the supply and keep demand the same, that'll help lower prices as well. Texas Sweet Tea says, hey, you're one of the best YouTube channels I watch for crypto intel. If anyone knows me, you know I'm into crypto. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sweet Tea. Special Brew saying, great show. Crypto 6 Foot says, what did the fox say? I think that's what the fox says. Twitch says, hey, man, have a great day. Thank you for your time as always. Twitch, always hit me up. By the way, remember early, hey, Twitch, real quick, don't leave yet. Are you good to go with Coinbase, Twitch, or are you still having problems? Before you hopped in, Twitch, we were talking about Coinbase having some issues with stuff. If you don't mind, share with the chat if you're still having problems with Coinbase. I talked about it a little bit earlier. What happens is it bullish. Yes, this is bullish. We came in at 5.0. That is extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Now, does that mean people aren't going to take profits? Yeah, of course. If you see a big candlestick on the screen, you're going to take profits. It's normal. Not everyone is a hodler. So what happens is when you get big pops like this, and yes, this is a big popping candlestick. Look at it compared to the rest. People are going to take profits. Twitch Radio says, I'm still having problems and I'm starting to get worried. Twitch Radio is having issues with Coinbase and XLM. Something him and I have been talking about. And yes, I understand where he's coming from. Definitely getting worried on that. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire up some tunes. I'm going to hang out with you all in the chat. Yeah, fun's still stuck. That's what I'm worried about right now. Twitch is exactly that. I'm going to play some tunes. I'm going to hang out in the chat. Make sure you guys say goodbye to each other and everyone. Any more questions that come up, please let me know. If you guys want, hit me up on Twitter. I am always there. We're going to... I can't talk today. We're going to be winding it down, so put your questions in now. I'm going to give you guys some tunes here. All right, real quick. I figure I could do this. All right, hold on, real quick. I know I got a few of you guys still watching. Let me fire up my video device real quick here. All right. So how many fans do I got on the channel that are like big into like fitness, bodybuilding, anything like that? Do I have any of y'all here? If I do, let me know. All right, because you guys were talking about like supplements and so forth. And just real quick, I just sharing, okay? So supplement wise, like obviously you guys all know I'm getting ready for my big trip to Colorado here in about 2 months, where I go high into elevation and I do lots of climbing and stuff like that. Anyways, so I'm big into supplements, and someone was like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, are you training? Are you competing? Stuff like that. So anyways, I'm training to be in peak condition for when I go to Colorado. So I do a lot of supplements, like a lot of supplements. All right. And I can tell you that right now, like I am literally melting weight off. Like I'm drenched right now. Like if I were to lift up my shirt, you would see my abs and you would literally see sweat dripping from me right now. My current stack that I'm using is L-Carn Pre-Burn with Yohimbe, along with Tongkat Ali and a little bit of caffeine. I can tell you right now, I am just drenched, absolutely drenched, just shedding weight off. In fact, hold on, give me a second, guys. I don't mind sharing with you guys. You guys are all pretty cool people, so I really don't mind this at all. Give me a split second. I'll fix out my screen here real quick. I had to take the hoodie off because I am like dying, and you could even see like, I mean, I am very, very shredded. But anyways, give me a second here. Let me put this back up here. But anyways, yeah, taking L-Carn Pre-Burn, Yohimbe, a bunch of stuff, sups out there, and I am just totally shredding and cutting up now. So I was screwing around the other night, and I thought I would share this with you guys. So this is me now getting ready for Colorado training. So you guys can take a look. So yeah, I am shredded to the gills, man. Like, and without even trying, I'm starting to get shredded to the gills. And these are all natural supplements. I'm not taking anything illegal now, because I used to compete back in the day. I don't compete anymore. It's L-Carn. Give me a second, Sniff. L-Carn Pre-Burn. There you go. Is what I'm taking. L-Carn Pre-Burn. I mix it with Yohimbe, and I do it on an empty stomach. And it's a very heavy I'm literally dripping underneath my shirt. Like, if I lift my shirt up, like, it is soaked. It's so disgusting. But it works good, man. It works really, really good. Like, I like it. Back in the day, I used to take caffeine and ephedra as a mix. I don't recommend that. But what we used to do is we used to take T3, caffeine, ephedra, and a few other things. If you know, yeah, CLA is not bad. But I'm more okay. Eugene, I'll just be real. Yeah, Fit Over 40 gang. That's right, man. Fit Over 40 is right. Eugene, caffeine, ephedra, T3, clenbuterol. All right, that was like the stack, and I am like roast. I'm like just dripping to shit right now. It is horrible. But yeah, I've got a second channel. For those of you guys that don't know this, I have a second channel, and the second channel is all about like this kind of stuff that I do, like all my workouts outside, junk like that. If you guys are interested in that, what I'll do is I'm going to post it up at the top here real quick so that you guys can check out that second channel. I'm sharing like my fitness journey, getting ready for Colorado and stuff like that. Yeah, I did. I used to be a bodybuilder back in the day. That's my second channel. It's gonna be up at the top. Yeah, check it out. I share that kind of stuff with everyone. Yeah, used to be big into bodybuilding. Really, really, really big into bodybuilding. Like I competed at a very, very high level. Very, very high level. This was NPC. Where is my NPC? Give me a second here, guys. Hold on. Because I've got pictures from when I was at Mr. USA. So, yeah, this was back in the day. So, for those of you that don't know, give me a second here. I will shrink this now. I'm getting better at this, guys. So, for those of you that don't know, yeah, this was me back in the day. I used to compete in bodybuilding on a national level. This was actually at Mr. USA in 2009, NPC Mr. USA. So, yeah, I used to be like big into this stuff. Like, love this kind of stuff. Love bodybuilding, love competing, shredded calves. Gotta love it, dude. Yeah, I love all this stuff. But now I've been hanging out, doing finance. I got injured pretty rough, so no more gear, nothing like that. I keep it natty now just to kind of keep things rolling because, you know, I'm kind of getting to that age where maybe I might need a little bit of TRT and stuff like that. But yeah, I just figured I would show you guys kind of what, my thing is. But Eugene, yeah, clenbuterol and T3, we used to really rip a lot. Clenbuterol, ephedra, caffeine, and T3, man. We would do that, mix it up with a little bit of Tren. I mean, I guess I can say that on the net, whatever. Tren. Joshua Sanchez, new member in the house. Is Texas in the house? Good morning. Love your work. Gotcha, bro. Love you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Michael O2 says, Klaus, are you working out as well? Yes, I am. I'm actually doing a full training regimen, getting ready for Colorado, and it is kicking the shit out of me. I got to be honest with you guys. I can't even keep my weight up anymore. Like, I'm having severe problems keeping my weight up. Like, it's really bad. So I might have to up my calories just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, seriously, check it out. It's just, you gotta just be legit. You gotta watch your injuries and so forth. But I thought I would share it. So anyone that's like into like the training and stuff like that, fitness outside, I'm starting to share a lot of my stuff like that. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Joshua drops us in with the 20 and says, goal. My goal, everyone, is to run a 6-minute mile. So not only is it bodybuilding, not only is it climbing mountains, I'm going to try to run a 6-minute flat mile. And I also just set a PB on my 5K here a few days training ago. So thank you, Joshua. Everyone give Joshua a big thank you for that. I appreciate it quite heavily, sir. And the rest of the audience does too. But yeah, seriously, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, I've got that on my second channel. The training I do outside of crypto and stuff like that is really cool. I do dieting, fasting stuff. I spent so much time doing this. Like, this was, I mean, years and years getting ready for this kind of stuff. So totally like it. You guys are welcome. Ajax Norton says, what's the name of the other channel to look it up? Look at the top of the chat, okay? If you look at the top of the chat, you're going to see a pinned comment. That pinned comment is my second channel, and it's Adventures with Klaus. Hold on. I'll show you guys just the page just so you guys know what it looks like. Shut up, lady. I don't want to listen to you anyways. Adventures with Klaus. This is my second channel. It shows stuff. It shows all the different things that I do in here, different challenges that I do. I just started doing it, just started showing everyone. Thank you for the nice butt action, man. I got it. But yeah, really cool stuff. Everything from fasting to I ran an hour and 40 minutes so I could earn Krispy Kreme donuts, my Tomcat Ali journey, lots of cool stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go start hydrating, getting a little bit of food this morning because I am literally just dripping through these clothes. So what I'm doing, I'm going to play some tunes. I appreciate the sub on that second channel. I'm going to play some tunes, and then I think I'm going to finally go this morning so I can get ready, get some stuff done. Here's some tunes for you guys.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I'll fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you